Hi there and welcome to my torture chamber, to my dungeon. Today is going to be the second video of 3 videos. First video I was training my chest, shoulders and triceps, and today I'm going to train my back, trapezius, biceps and my abs. With every exercise I'm using the 30-10-30 protocol from Ellington Darden with a little bit of a personal twist. And what is the personal twist? I do 35-30. These 5 repetitions are not 1 second up, 2 second down, which I feel is a little bit too fast for me. I like to have full control of the exercise, of the movement. So I'm using a 3 second up and 3 second down cadence. 5 repetitions, still 90 seconds in total. 30 seconds negative, 30 second repetition and 30 second negative. First exercise is going to be a dumbbell pullover with a little bit of a twist, that I'm using a rubber band to keep a little bit more tension on the exercise. Second exercise going to be a pull down, also with rubber bands. Third exercise is going to be a T-bar row, anyway not with a bar but rubber bands. It's just a low row but standing. For trapezius I'm doing a barbell shrug. I still use the barbell because I do not have the right bands for this. If I, with the original bands what I have, put all the bands together, I can still do it easily. So I'm ordering heavier bands, rubber bands, to make the exercise really work great. And for the biceps I'm going to do a concentration curl, also with rubber bands. So you're going to see how I'm going to do that, and it really works very good. Not just the 30-10-30 protocol, but also the way that I elevate my arm, and the tension what I get on the biceps is incredible. And my biceps really grew last few months actually from using the protocol plus the rubber bands and then the way I'm training them. And then for the last 2 exercises I'm going to do a leg raise for the abs and a crunch for the abs. Nothing special, but also with the 30-10-30 protocol from Mr. Dr. Ellington Darden. So let's start the workout, and I'm going to show you with every exercise how it's done and what is the little bit of a twist what I put on it. Okay, let's start. So first exercise I'm going to be the pullover, dumbbell pullover with use of a cable. I'm using here some piece to elevate myself, some cushion to elevate my upper body so I have a better stretch on my back. And this is how I made it. It's a dumbbell attachment that you get with the rubber tubes. It should not be able to go over the weight, or else you're going to screw yourself, because it's probably going to let loose and shoot all over the place. So you don't want this, so it has to be tight that it can't fit over the weight. The attachment here is on the wall. So explanation about the dumbbell pullover. When you use a dumbbell pullover, in the bottom position is an incredible stretch. Then you lift the weight up with your lats, but when you come overhead there's no tension anymore. So with the rubber bands you can still pull it through and still pull with the lats. So there's more tension on the lats this way. So you have a better exercise actually. So after the pullover, I'm going to the pull down, and I have at this moment two options. Or I rest 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, then do them, or I do it as a pre-exhaust. So I go immediately to the pull down, and in that case I have to pre-install this, of course. The way I'm doing it is I'm going to slightly go back, that I have a better pull on the lats and a very nice contraction. When you're going straight under, the stretch is not so nice as when you go take one step back. It's try it out, try how you feel it, and this is the way I felt it better. I did it a few times when standing straight under and putting some bands around my elbows, so I'm really pulling through from my elbows without using my hands. But this way I feel it a little bit better, so I keep it in there. Just stand under it, take one step back, get a nice stretch, and from there you start pulling. So third exercise is going to be a row. I have the attachment here in the bottom, so it's going to be a low row, some kind of a T-bar row. It's just not a T-bar, but there are rubber bands, but the idea is exactly the same. Just go stand exactly at the same spot every time, so you have the same tension on the back. Very important. When you train with rubber bands, you want to have the same position, or else you don't know if you're getting stronger or weaker. Tension on the bands and row, row, row. So okay, next exercise is going to be a shrug, a barbell shrug, but with the use of a cable, a rubber band, just to give on the top a little bit more of tension. What I did, I made this small board with 2 attachments where I can get stuck. So what I do is place it in front of the bar or behind the bar, depends on where you're standing. Wrap it around one time and attach it to the other side. Then I'm going to stand with my heels on the board. And from here out I get a little bit more tension in the bottom and a lot of tension in the top. So here is my new biceps tower. The tower of biceps power. How does it work? Well, I position myself behind it, grab the cables or the tubes, have my shoulder and my arm in a straight line. I don't want to go too low because you can see my arm goes up. So this is perfect position. And you're going to see later, I show you the angle of the tube still pulling on my biceps when I'm having it even straight. So I really have from this position to the contract position full contraction from this place to here. So here's the attachment and here goes the tubes. By the way, these things are super cheap. If you want to buy this and you're going to pay more than 30 bucks, $30, 25 euros, then you're going to be cheated because they're much cheaper. If you want, I can give you the address for a cheaper, and it's exactly the same. They're all the same. What you see on the internet, they're all the same. Only some people want to make a lot of profit from it because many people have to train at home, want to buy these things and pay really ridiculous amounts of money for these things. So if you want to have the address, write it down in the comments below and I give you the address.